Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Reptile Enthusiast here, Hardcore Kaluber's brother, and he's actually in the room with me right now. He's going to be joining me. If I have any questions for him, I'm going to go ahead and ask him, but he requested for me not to show him on camera, but that's okay. So, here's my corn snake. Not sure if you can really see him. Yeah, he's sticking his head out from under the log, or the driftwood. So, I'm going to go ahead and start off this video with temperature. Now, the temperature for a terrarium should be from 76 to 88 degrees Fahrenheit on the basking side. And then on the cool side, just make sure it doesn't get too cold, if you know what I mean. Now, let's get to substrate. Oh, and by the way, guys, this is going to be kind of a quick video because my memory is running very low. I need to get a new memory card for this camera. So, anyway, substrate. Right now, temporarily, I'm using EcoEarth because it was the best deal at the time. Now, I recommend Aspen. That's what corn snakes love the most. And the only reason I wouldn't really recommend EcoEarth is because if you're feeding your snake, if they happen to swallow it, it could lead to, what's it called, Jeff? Impaction. So yeah. Now let's move on to enclosures or decorations or whatever. So, I have placed a water dish, or a corner water dish, in the right side of my tank. I have a piece of driftwood for it to hide under like it is now, and for it to, rub on, because it has kind of a rough surface when it's shedding. Now I have two enclosures, or I guess you can consider it three. I have a toilet paper roll, which it rarely goes in, but it still does sometimes, so might as well leave it there. Driftwood, which it can go under, and its favorite little enclosure, log thing. I don't really know what to call it.
A hut.
A hut, yeah. So, now to maintain your temperatures, I forgot to say this earlier. You might want to get a little thermometer. You don't have to get a fancy one like that. You can just get kind of like a aquarium thermometer, kind of like my brother does. Let's move on to diet. Now, baby corn snakes require about 1 pinky mouse a week. I wouldn't recommend feeding them more than that.
You can if you want.
Well, you can if you want, my brother says. Once they get to a juvenile, you want to start feeding them fuzzies. And then once they get to about a sub-adult, feed them hoppers. And then full-grown adult, jumbo mice. Jumbo regular mice. Now let's move on to light fixtures. Usually light fixtures run for about $11-12 for a 5.5 inch, like this one. And then for the bulb, costs about, what?
$8 to
$15. It depends on what wattage it is. Mine is a 50 watt. It maintains temperatures really well. I wouldn't really recommend going any higher than that, just because you don't want your snake tank to be too hot. Is that about it? Oh, tank sizes. So, for when the snake gets about the length plus the width of the tank altogether, you should upgrade to about a 20 gallon if you have a 10 gallon. And if they outgrow the length and the width of that combined, then you're gonna move on to what?
A
40 breeder or whatever. So is that about it? No.
Also tell them that you can also use heat mats.
Oh, you can use heat mats, but that would be about ranked second when it comes to heating sources. Just on my ranking list, but I really prefer lamps because they're convenient. And, so are heating pads, but I just overall recommend lighting fixtures.
Not to mention UVA helps with the psychological part of the brain of the reptile.
Yeah, like
for all reptiles, I mean snakes included.
Yeah.
People don't realize that.
Yeah, like my brother said, UVA lighting is good for the psychological part of the brain of the snake, and is just overall good for it. And with the heating pad, you don't get that. Now, UVB light is optional. Some people prefer it, some people don't. Some people just don't really care, and I would have to be neutral. Just I don't care.
I don't care either.
And you know what? To get your snake's UVB, if you really think it needs it, you can just like take it outside and hold it or whatever. I mean, like I have a porch that I can hold it on.
Don't drop it.
And yeah, but don't drop it off your porch, whatever you do. So yeah, thanks for watching, and this is a Reptile Enthusiast production. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it.